Hey, welcome back to the channel, everybody. So if you're watching this video, you probably already know your major and minor chords and a few strumming patterns. So today, let's just put all that together. And if you haven't learned those chords or those strumming patterns, take a look at some of my previous videos and that'll explain to you where we are today in this video. It's time to put together all the things we've learned, the major and minor chords and some strum patterns to play some actual songs. So we're gonna learn 3 classic rock tunes that you can play right away. Now, it's okay if you don't like these tunes. I encourage you to just play them either way, just so you can get the hang of the strum patterns down and some chord changes. The songs we got today is Bad Moon Risin' by Creedence, Clearwater Revival, Take It Easy by the Eagles, everybody knows that one, and Sweet Home Alabama by Skynyrd. By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to strum along with these 3 legendary rock songs with just the simple chords and patterns that we already know. So let's get right into it and kick it off with Bad Moon Rising. Now this song is almost made for beginners because it just uses a D chord, an A chord, and a G chord. And we already know all those progressions right up the open nut here. So here's the progression for the verses. It's a D chord, an A chord, a G chord, and then back to a D chord. For the strumming, let's just do that simple down, down, up, down, up pattern, okay? So it's just down, down, up, down, up. All right, let's run through that entire progression together for the verses, that D, A, G, back to the D. I'm gonna set a metronome for 90 beats per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and that might be a little bit too fast to start, so if you have a metronome, again, you can use Google's metronome, or if you have your phone, or if you have an analog one, do that as well. Let's slow this thing down a little bit so we can try to play along together. We'll set it for 65 BPM. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what you should be noticing is how the rhythm keeps the song moving along, okay? Now let's try to move into the chorus progression, which is just a G, D, A, and then back to G. And it sounds a little bit something like this. Now I'm going to play the full verse and the chorus at normal speed so you can kind of hear it all come together, and then I'll just slow it down a little bit and then we can kind of play through it once together as well. All right, so let's slow it down a little bit. I got it at 80 beats per minute, and let's get right into the verse, and then we'll come back to the chorus, and we'll do it a couple times, just so we can kind of play it along together. 2, 3, 4. See, and just like that, with 3 chords, you can play a classic rock song. So now let's move into the next song that we have on our list today. All right, next up in our song list is Take It Easy by the Eagles. Yes, everybody knows this song, and it's not too difficult to play. It's another perfect song and great song for the practice of this strumming pattern. This one uses a G chord, a C chord, a D chord, and then we're gonna throw in 2 minors chord, an E minor and an A minor, which we already know. The chorus sounds something like this. We're gonna go into an E minor, to a C, to a G, to an A minor, to a C, to an E minor. Back to a C, lighten up, well you still can. Don't even try to understand. G chord, just find a place to make your stand. Take it easy. All right, the metronome is set at 136. Let's play this to speed now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so now to make it nice and consistent, let's play it at full speed, the verse and the chorus, and then I'll take it a little bit slow so we can all play along together. 1, 2. All right, so now let's play this a little bit slower speed at 100 beats per minute. And I'm just gonna play it slow one time through. If you need to keep repeating this, just go back in the player and replay this section of the song. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is all about keeping a steady rhythm and smooth chord changing. Don't rush the tempo. If you're struggling with the speed, slow it down until you can kind of master that and then move on until you're at the right beats per minute. All right, finally, let's tackle some Sweet Home Alabama. Now, technically, the original has that picking riff, but we're gonna exclude that. We're only gonna simplify it, so beginners, you can really start to strum along, play with the chords, and it will still sound very great. So let's dive right into this last song that we need to practice for today. Now in this song, it really comes down to 3 chords, the D chord, the C chord, and the G chord, and just put that baby on repeat, and pretty much that's it. So let's use that simple strum pattern we've been using so we can keep that groove going, that it matches that original rhythm. So it's gonna sound something like this. Now let's play it to a metronome. The song's at 96 beats per minute. Let's just play that chord loop kind of over and over and just get the hang of that, and we'll play it to speed here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And once you loop that over and over again, congratulations, you're basically playing Sweet Home Alabama. So now you got 3 iconic rock songs under your fingers: Bad Moon Rising, Take It Easy, and Sweet Home Alabama. The secret here is not to just memorize the chords, but to also lock in that rhythm pattern flow. So start slow, keep the strumming consistent, and then bring it up gradually to speed. And even if you can't sing along yet, that's fine. Just getting the groove down makes it sound like real music. And as always, if this video helped you, give it a like, consider subscribing because it helps me as a small creator, and feel free to drop a comment, and I will keep putting lessons and song demonstrations up in the future. Thanks again for watching.